Just a young nigga out here looking forward. I never questioned my direction, y'all been looking for it. Lost thoughts often, so I took a recording. I got my foot where the door is, think I'm sharp and swordless. We cut with pens around here, and this the anthem to all my niggas with hella written. Just put your hands up, real ones. Don't tell the business of the too many we can't trust. Don't got time to focus on who your mans was. Shit, who is he now? People be broke around you, but got plenty when the bitches round. Or when the liquor out, their hands don't got a penny now. Henny spouting out your pockets so they stick around. And we ain't shoveling out shillings, moving different now. PG Pilgrim getting shifty, peeping city clouds. Little demon dipping deep into your bitch's mouth. In and out swiftly, nigga, I'm finna add the digits now. Divine thinking mixed with mind-tingling substances. This music brought some problems, but honestly been in love with it. Slick with the drums and shit, you stick to the drugs you mix. Tough and him won't do much, but bring that girl you love a stitch. Spit until I get my gums to rip. Raw when he numbs the shit. Ironic how he's only unlawful when y'all judging him. I'm not done, we're getting bigger by the frame per second. Faded for every major step I make before I meditate. I blaze some pressure. Been as razor edges, Gillettes. You better just face the exit. When in doubt, I face my reflection. Brain dead, making the steps that you could've made if you paid attention. Crazy headway was met with niggas dead. All we do is kill, like that number before 87. I don't take, I make it better. We showing grace, next mega stretches. It only takes me about 4 quarters to make it 10, bitch. Dime bags will shake you a bitch if you cop an eighth or lesser. Pounds getting filleted, you wasting seconds. Yeah.
Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it and entertain ya.
Got a head, I'm not here to entertain ya. Just walk away and face the showdown. I won't fight, I don't care about the bleeding. 'Cause my freedom's undefeated. My soul on fire, burning desire. Make no mistake, 'cause the stakes are getting higher. Got a head, I'm not here to entertain ya. I'm not here to entertain ya.
Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it and entertain ya.
What is up, guys? Dashing here and live we are. You can already hear my voice still has not recovered. I've been loaded up on the W, man. All yesterday, all today. Hopefully we can make it through this this show tonight with my voice still intact, because we have got an excellent episode of Shockwave here, my friends, to look forward to. This episode 108 of Shockwave, and as we always do, jumping straight into the action, some tag team action coming our way as Old School Teddy Shaw and Kai Victory get ready to take on CMV's Dream Team, or at least 2/3 of it. Cam Harris and Blake Virtue, who just 2 nights ago, the main event of Validation in Los Angeles, California, along with Troy Colt, that dream match over 2 years in the making, guys, and that wait was worth it. What a banger, which in the end, of course, Troy Colt did it. He retained the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, tied Justin Sane's record for all-time successful defenses. Now, guys, here tonight in the main event, Troy Colt looks to make history, looks to break Sane's record, defending and looking for his 7th successful defense against the man himself, the man whose record he's looking to break, Justin Sane. But right here, right now, the Outlaws Old School taking on Cam Harris and Blake Virtue. Tag team action, guys. Of course, throughout the night, we're also going to see a plethora of debuts in the women's division and the men's division. New Superstar Initiative over the weekend. We got a lot of new faces here in CMV on Shockwave and Octane that are looking to make their mark right here tonight, but this one gets underway now. Teddy Shaw getting started against Cam Harris, and well, all these guys, except for Kai Victory, probably still sore following validation. Teddy Shaw, of course, was a part of a triple threat match himself in the Zero G Championship, in which we saw Doug Thompson retain the Zero G Championship. 2 triple threat matches, man, and both champions retained. If that ain't a rare feat. Oh, it's Virtue, goddamn, already with a super kick. Not a minute into this matchup, as now there's the tag to Cam Harris. Hoisted up to his feet is big Teddy Shaw. Elbows to the gut right there. Massive night. Potentially history-making night here on Shockwave 108. I know I've seen Troy Colt all day long pacing up and down the backstage hallways, tying Justin Saint's record in and of itself. Truly an accomplishment for Troy Colt, but right here tonight, the most successful defenses of the Undisputable Heavyweight Championship of all time. Looking for number 7. Can Troy Colt get it done? Mr. No Days Off in our main event. And here we go, pinfall attempt by Kai Victory. Hook up the left. Damn, almost had him right there. Also here tonight, guys, the Rite of Passage Championship, men's Rite of Passage Championship on the line. Jalen McLean, who of course left validation, the greatest ladder match of all time, representing the Jackals as the new Rite of Passage champion. He puts it on the line tonight against the hardest working man in CMV, Amare Rivers, looking to finally end the dry spell that he's been on over these last couple of months, ever since really he won the King of the Ring tournament. Put down the mop, stop making the coffees at Starbucks. Time for Amare Rivers to try and become a champion here in CMV. Ralph and Sugar already getting themselves involved. They know what a huge night this is going to be. And Ralph, look, Pink Star's here, okay? I know Ralph, we all know after validation, the biggest Pink Star fan. Ralph, he's here. The new Intercontinental Champion is here. He's going to be in action. One-on-one against one of our newcomers, AJ Jenkins. Look at this teamwork by the Dream Team, man. Maybe knee to the side of the head is now Cam Harris. Looks like he might be locked and loaded. Looking to finish off big Teddy Shaw here. Kick to the back of the head. Things not looking so good for Old School. As we get an Irish whip into the corner. Seems like Harris and Virtue just simply too fast for Old School to keep up with in this matchup here. Kicking off Shockwave episode 108. Look at this, now to the top rope, but very smart Teddy Shaw, the second generation superstar, making the tag. And now here comes Kai Victory, who immediately wrenches at the arm of the Sin City Savior. You know, we heard from Blake Virtue post-validation. He wasted no time calling out Troy Colt, saying, look, it was a hell of a matchup. Wait a minute, what is this? Off the ropes. Whoa, Blake Virtue to the outside. Holy shit, man, wow, into the ring with a little bit of a slingshot senton, and for the win here, but broken up by Teddy Shaw. As I was saying, though, Blake Virtue, he said, look, great matchup. I love my boys, but Cam Harris was the one that got pinned. And I want Troy Colt one-on-one come Bloodsport. Well, we're going to find out in our main event. Troy Colt's even going to still be the Undisputable Heavyweight Champion come Bloodsport. Looking for the knee party right there. Was the best bout machine. Kai Victory avoids it, though, like the plague, and gets himself the hell out of there. But man, here comes Teddy Shaw, instantly mowed down with a knee there by Virtue. Popped up now, Teddy Shaw on that right hand of his. Oh, whoa, Kai Victory, what the hell was that? Messing up Teddy Shaw's flow right there. Luckily able to maintain control with that DDT as now he puts him into the corner. Looking for a tag of his own. Virtue nicely done to escape there out of the corner. Meteora by the former global champion now. Looking to tag in the Sin City Savior. Nobody legal here for Old School. There we go. Teddy Shaw back into the ring. tries to throw out one of those big, meaty clotheslines. Look at how fast Cam Harris able to react. Off the ropes with a forearm smash, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Well, guys, as we look at the current state of Shockwave, specifically post-validation, I'm thinking about the World Tag Team titles. We know the Bloody Brit out of action for we don't know how long. It's already been a couple of weeks. Looking like it might be at least a few weeks more. One half of the World Tag Team Champions with Justin Sane, who in our main event looks to become undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. There's a lot of teams here on Shockwave circling, man. They want a shot at championship gold. And maybe the Dream Team here looking to be one of them too. Certainly Old School always looking for championship gold. And challenged for the World Tag Team Championship a couple of times here on Shockwave and have come up short. Yeah, Harris just going to watch this happen. But let his tag team partner get touchdown felt on by Kai Victory here. This half Tarantula. Now a big boot. Hey, oh, and Kai Victory trying to take off Harris's head. Back into the ring goes for Teddy Shaw. Now Victory back into the ring. Irish whip into the corner with Blake Virtue down. Things not looking good right now for Cam Harris. There's the tag to Teddy Shaw. Old School. Throwing out the soup bones. Good night, Cam Harris. 1, 2. But survives barely, does the former global champion. And if that didn't do it, Teddy Shaw looking for a pile driver. But Harris comes back to life, man. And by the skin of his teeth escapes right there. Big super kick by Harris. And now tries to act as quickly as he can. Virtue back up onto the apron now. Tag, nope, not looking for the tag. Instead, a scoop slam, which Teddy Shaw is able to counter into a reverse DDT. Shaw, adamant here. Wants to get Cam Harris into the corner. And he does. Very back and forth tag team matchup here to kick off Shockwave 108. Cam Harris comes limping out of the corner, never a good sign, especially for a speedster. Oh, man! That cheap shot from Victory setting Cam Harris up to eat one of those big right hands from Teddy Shaw. Now the tag to Kai Victory. This is looking bad, very bad for the Dream Team. Look at this now. Shoulder breaker. This one could be over right here, but Kai Victory, I guess, gonna make sure he is going hard on that shoulder. Might be popped out of place right now as he turns his attention to the knees of Cam Harris. Just picking him apart. Oh, and now takes a shot at Blake Virtue. Oh, not just one. Not again, Virtue. Gonna get caught up with that half Tarantula. Ripping, stretching on them arms. And Harris once again just gonna watch. Wait for Victory to get back into the ring, though. Harris might be able to cut him off right here. Not quick enough, but able to counter the Irish whip. And now off the ropes with Victory. Nice, stiff European uppercut. Reminds me of a Marty Michaels European uppercut right there. Which, by the way, later on tonight, the Hot Mess Express is here. Tag team action will be Max Cutter and Brody Anderson taking on Marty Michaels and Jay Young. As we see Victory again hyper fixating on specifically the left shoulder here of Cam Harris. Got to be careful of the disqualification there, though. Oh, again, man. These cheap shots. Old School, they know what they're doing, man. Tag now, and again. Yeah, it's good night, Cam Harris. See you in the morning. And Blake Virtue still down. No, he's not. Virtue back to life just in time to break up the pin right there. No Justin Sane. And there's the tag to Victory. Cam Harris needs to make a tag in a seriously bad way right now, man. His jaw got to be hanging on by a thread at this point. There we go. He heard me. Tag to Virtue. Might have to put the team on his back at this point. Going right after Victory. Looking to take him for a bit of a walk. Up against the ropes now. He's got him. Virtue getting these fans on their feet as the best bout machine looks to take to the air. Off the rope, suicide, don't gorgeously executed. And a well-deserved "this is awesome" chant from these beautiful CMV fans. Tries for a stump victory back into the ring, and he's running away. Virtue's right after him. Kick to the midsection. Gets him into the corner now. Making a comeback at this point. Old School been in control most of this matchup. Able to catch the... Oh, and now look at this. The disrespect. The insult added to injury by Kai Victory. As the tag is made to Teddy Shaw. Just gonna yeet up Virtue into a neck breaker out of the wheelbarrow there, but Virtue straight back up. Meteora to counter Teddy Shaw's elbow stamp attempt. Now Virtue to make that tag to Cam Harris. I don't know if this is such a good idea, man. Cam Harris is not looking hot, but he is able to counter that Irish whip. Stiff kick across the midsection. Gonna say a howdy to Kai Victory. Take him out of play with a sunset flip powerbomb. Well, that's him taken care of for at least the next couple of minutes. But Teddy Shaw able to recover by the time Harris gets back into the ring. And now an Irish whip. Reverse thought, nope, sent back into the corner. Big clothesline. Chucks him down. Rolling neck snap, man. Teddy Shaw can move when he wants to. And into the pin. Big trouble here. Virtue knows they're going to break up the pin before even a 1 count. Gets back out onto the apron. Teddy Shaw staying focused here on the Sin City Savior, who picks himself up in the corner. Oh, not again. Good Lord, man. The onslaught of Teddy Shaw here. Jesus. Like I said, I think Virtue made a mistake tagging Harris back in. He's got to pull that Alice Blake at Validation, you know? Pick up the slack a little bit. Harris is getting battered here. And now Kai Victory is back up onto the apron. Shaw going to make the tag. Harris barely able to get to his feet on his own here. As Victory again. The arms, the legs, every single part of Cam Harris's body being thoroughly picked apart by Kai Victory in this matchup. Right back into the corner, isolating him. That's an Old School, no pun intended here, tag team tactic. The leg and screw and into the pin. Has the damage been done at this point? Yes, it has. Old School picking up the victory, man. Like I said, Old School just did such a great job there in the end, isolating Harris, picking him apart limb by limb, and I think Virtue really made a mistake when he tagged Harris back in. Big win here, massive win for Old School against 2 former world champions. Another Ralph cameo. Well, guys, as I was talking about earlier, we've got a lot of debuts on our hands. Whoa, wait a minute! Ashley McKay is in the ring, guys, but Tori Doyle of the Undisputed Elite has just assaulted Aki, guys, as she was about to get into the ring. And the referee checking on Aki here, making sure, credit to her, agreeing for the matchup to go ahead despite that pre-match ambush. Aki, one of our newest recruits here in the CMV Women's Division. And that is a rough way to kick off your CMV career. The red carpet not being rolled out. No sort of a warm welcome by the Undisputed Elite here. I know the Undisputed Elite there not happy and in fact vocal about all these new signees, these new women coming into CMV. Ashley McKay specifically vocal on social media, saying that she doesn't give a damn who any of them are, where they come from. They better not be taking the spotlight away from the Undisputed Elite. And obviously with that attack by Tori Doyle, trying to do their best are the Undisputed Elite to ruin the arrival of Aki right here tonight. But we're already seeing the resolve of Aki to very easily could have decided not to go ahead with the matchup. In fact, that might have been the smart thing to do, but not to be, as McKay, though, going to look to take advantage, of course, able to dodge that big boot, but a big elbow to the side of the head and a German suplex. Aki, not the only new woman that's debuting here in CMV tonight, as Su Zhong, a little bit later on, takes on Ileana Summers. Still got, in the men's division, AJ Jenkins arrives one-on-one against the new Intercontinental Champion Pink Star. And well, coming up next after this, guys, Chris Carter debuts against the former Intercontinental Champion Tobias Jones. A lot of new blood in the water, hoping to make an impact, hoping to send a message to that locker room. Man, look at Ashley McKay, especially for a woman her size. McKay is a big gal. Coming off the ropes at that speed, never not impressive. Gets hoisted up, man. I guess it's better sooner than later. Aki realizes exactly the type of environment CMV is. All right, it's dog eat dog, man. Oh, what an elevated double underhook DDT right there. And now going to roll to the outside. It's McKay from the top. What the? Elbow drop with perfect precision right to the heart of Aki. Now, Fisherman's driver. Good God, man. Ashley McKay appears to be out here, man, looking to murder Aki. Break your neck foundation. Donation made. And still, McKay is not done. Murderous stop. Aki's out. This one is over. McKay, Jesus Christ, this is a brutality like I've never seen before from Ashley McKay. But look at Aki, whoa! Able to drop McKay on her head, and now, wait a minute! Referee is at a count of 7, and Aki might be able to steal a count-out win here. 9, McKay back to her feet. Wow. Oh, but what a cutter from off the ropes. 1, 2, 3. Ashley McKay, understandably upset that Aki just somehow managed to kill. Oh my God! You're not getting up from that. 1, 2, 3. What? McKay with clear-cut intention out here tonight with the help of the rest of the Undisputed Elite to end Aki's CMV career before it even has a chance to begin. Look what the fuck is going on! The head scissors there by Aki, who unbelievably is still on her own 2 feet. She might have landed on her head. What? Brother, I can't keep up with what's going on. Ashley McKay now going to finally get a little bit of a pause in this matchup. A momentary lull. I can catch my breath. We are being shown the heart of Aki. Brother, Poison Rana on the floor. Aki now just thrown off to the side. Gonna suffer a knee across the jaw. Ashley McKay has got one job here tonight. What we're seeing, and that's to come out here and try to maim Aki. I don't think Aki's getting back up, guys. There's no way she's getting back up. There's no way. There's no way. Aki is back in the ring. But a beautiful disaster kick waiting for her. I mean, cut 1, 2, 3. Bruh. Both women to their feet, but McKay obviously here looked quicker and able to scoop up Aki, who able to drop down behind McKay. And what is this? Cattle mutilation? Aki is locked in cattle mutilation. A desperate attempt here by the newcomer. But McKay might just be too thick for Aki to really, oh my God, not another one. Break your neck foundation. In the ring this time, but just as devastating in that. Ashley McKay. No, you can't go this far. Don't do, oh my God! A punt kick to the temple! 1, 2, 3, and that finally keeps Aki down. Ashley McKay resorting to a punt kick, widely recognized as one of the most disgusting things a competitor can do to another in a wrestling ring. But guys, that was the first time we've seen Aki here in CMV. It very well may be the last time. Well, very obviously, my friends, the Undisputed Elite were not just yapping. Making good on their promise to make these newcomers, these new arrivals here in this women's division regret putting pen to paper and signing a CMV contract. I just only hope that Aki is going to be okay. That she can recover and that, you know, God forbid, her first night here in CMV just might be her last. But, well, from that to the return of a CMV Hall of Famer, the 6-time CMV World Champion, the man who made his return at Validation during day 1 after a year away from CMV. The previous year's Validation, of course, was where he lost the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship to Hunter Quinn, but came back and Hayden saying it's for real this time. He's putting 110% into what he says is going to be his greatest run ever here in CMV. And well, declaring himself a free agent in this war for CMV's future as he gets into the ring now, ready for... Well, wait a minute. Bjorn Frost might be looking to get things started early, but maybe not such a good idea. The A-lister was ready for him. Frost looked like he wanted to get the jump on Hayden Kitely. But that ain't going to happen against the Hall of Famer as now, woo! Knife edge chop right across the chest and follows up with a double axe handle. Does Hayden. His first matchup here in CMV in over a year. And the terminating spike. Frost, man, the former World Tag Team Champion. He doesn't know what the hell. Oh, but there we go. Little sign of life as he's able to knock Hayden down to the outside of the ring. But quickly, Hayden counters a punch attempt, big right hook. And going to send Frost right back into the ring. 6-time CMV World Champion going up to the top rope. Every single fan in this arena on their feet. Elbow drop! Right to the heart of Bjorn Frost. And now a Hayden Kitely looking for the crescendo. Double knee! Face breaker, vintage Hayden. And look at that, casually walking over. Hooking the leg. He knows this one's over. Count to 100. Hayden Kitely is back, man. And how long was that matchup? Maybe a tad over a minute. Bjorn Frost. Something tells me Hayden was not joking around at validation when he said this is the best form of himself. The free agent. Hayden Blade Kitely, the A-lister, with a message sent to that locker room, to Tailcoat Val, to Pat LaFave, to Shay Hoxton and Ellie Quinn. You're looking at the hottest free agent in CMV. And the question being, who's going to be the one to make a move? Hayden could be a real difference maker in this war. Yeah, I wasn't going to bring it up, but I got to agree with what someone pointed out there. Hayden looked like maybe he was moving a bit slower, but hey, it's his first match in over a year. All right, we got to cut him some slack. There might be a little bit of ring rust. The fact of the matter is, though, he won, and in dominant fashion. And well, maybe not Tailcoat Val, probably not able to watch the show after what Peligro did to her validation. But if I'm Pat LaFave, if I'm Ellie Quinn and Shay Hoxton, I might be looking to make my move on the CMV Hall of Famer. Like I said, he could be a real difference maker in this war for CMV's future. But coming up next year on Shockwave, episode 108, we've got some more tag team action, this time in the women's division, my friends, as the Mosh Pit Maniacs, who have really crowned themselves count-out queens since their debut a few weeks back. They won their debut matchup by count-out against the Uncut Gems, and then they lost their last match by count-out against the women's tag team champions, Alice Blake and Sarah Miller. Hopefully looking for a more definitive win here tonight as they take on the absolute Amira Aiden and the new inaugural Women's Rite of Passage champion, Amber Young. Yes, at Validation. Winning the six-pack challenge, the KO bombshell. Making history, and now, of course, as the champion, she can cash in anytime that she likes for a Women's World Championship opportunity. But the Absolute looking to continue their dominant ways in this women's tag team division against the Mosh Pit Maniacs here tonight. They're coming into this one off a good tag team winning streak. Had 3-4 victories their last few tag team matchups. And now that Alice Blake and Sarah Miller are in need of new #1 contenders after successfully defending against the Uncut Gems at Validation, another win here for the Absolute might put them at the front of the line. But the Mosh Pit Maniacs obviously not looking to let that happen. Jackie Stormer to kick things off. Amira Iden going to immediately send her right back into her corner, though. A high knee to the jaw and knocks her down. Oh, going to talk some shit to Dallas Cole. And Amira Iden not playing around here at the start of this match. Repeated strikes across the chest. Well, Jackie Storm, though, from behind, eats an elbow. Amber Young might not even have to lift a finger here tonight. The way Iden's going, but there we go. Finally, Storm hooked to the jaw, going to spin Iden around. Backbreaker into a neck breaker. Of course, guys, what a weekend we had in Los Angeles, California for Validation. Great two-day event, some amazing matchups, but well, now we look to the future. Our next special event just a few weeks away, Bloodsport. Live from Chicago, Illinois. The main event right here tonight, though, is a potentially history-making matchup. Troy Colt looking for his 7th successful defense of the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship against Justin Singh. Big double knee face breaker right there by Jackie Storm, but allows the tag to be made to Amber Young, and here comes the Women's Rite of Passage champion. I talked about over the last few weeks or so how great these last couple of months have really been for Amber Young overall. Winning that tournament some months ago to challenge Beatrice Lotus back at the Rulers of the Ring event for the Women's World Championship. As I touched on just a couple of minutes ago, the streak that she's been on alongside Amira Iden in the tag team division, and now the first ever Women's Rite of Passage champion, guaranteed Women's World Championship match in her future. But of course, remember, the caveat being, the longer she waits to cash it in, the more she's going to have to defend it, just like Jayla McLean will later on tonight, defend his Men's Rite of Passage championship against Amare Rivers. Big kick to the top of the head there by Jackie Storm to get out of that tree of woe. Great combination, though, by the merciless assassin, who now hooks the leg of Jackie Storm to kick out. I'm sure the Mosh Pit Maniacs not happy with how their first two matchups ended here in CMV. Even though, a lot of people would say, count out's a legit way to win. It's also a legit way to lose, as the Mosh Pit Maniacs learned in their last matchup. They want to be able to send a message to the rest of this women's tag team division. They want a definitive victory here tonight. Nice counter, going to put her into the corner. Young, though, able to escape, is now reeled in. One night stand from Amber Young. Coming up next, guys, Chris Carter makes his debut one-on-one with Tobias Jones. We've also still got AJ Jenkins arriving here on Shockwave against the new Intercontinental Champion at Pink Star. That tag team matchup as well. Max Cutter and Brody Anderson against Marty Michaels and Jay Young to look forward to. And of course, our main event, Justin Singh, Troy Colt for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Jackie Storm out of the corner here, catching Amber Young with a package pile driver. Young, though, just going to get right back to her feet. Got to be out of pure instinct alone. Put right back down, though, with that leg lariat. Unfortunately, Amira Iden comes in to break the pin at 1. Maybe the Mosh Pit Maniacs could take a page out of the playbook of old school, try and isolate Amber Young like we saw them do to Canton Harris earlier tonight. There's the tag made though to Iden. Dallas Cole tagged in as well, immediately with that basement drop kick, greets her. Now the Irish Whip puts her to the corner. Big kick to the knee. Amira Iden, obviously decorated MMA competitor before coming here to CMV. What a forearm smash that was. Got momentarily distracted though by Jackie Storm. Otherwise, this one might be over. Breaks up the pin there. The reason I bring that up though, Iden focusing on that knee, this left knee here of Dallas Cole. We're gonna lock in one of her submissions. Maybe a knee bar. Almost had her beat right there. A pretty close call. There, Dallas Cole is favoring that left knee. The damage has been done already. This is not good for the Mosh Pit Maniacs. Gets out of the corner though, this Dallas Cole, who might want to be looking to make a tag to Jackie Storm sooner rather than later right now, considering the condition of her knee. At least they've got Iden here in the corner. Woo! Popped up into a flapjack. We all know I love a good flapjack. Now Dallas, what's she thinking about? Backing into the corner here. Setting up for, I think, a super kick. But took a little bit too long there, and Iden able to expertly block that. Cheap shot to the back of the head by Amber Young now sets Dallas Cole up. Amira Iden, we've seen this so many times before. That tiger suplex, but doesn't go for the pin. This one could be over right here. Iden has won many matches with that. Another cheap shot, man. The Absolute is giving Dallas Cole that work right now. And again, in the corner she's sent. I don't know what Dallas Cole needs to do, what she can do right now. She's got to get out of this corner. She's got to make a tag to Jackie Storm. Iden is just an absolute beast of a woman. God damn, man! What a clothesline tag, Young. But here we go, Cole! Realizing that she's in trouble. Amber Young tried to stop her, but the tag's been made here. Oh, Amber Young, though, doesn't care. The women's rite of passage champion doesn't give a damn. Still focusing on Cole, but here comes Jackie Storm, gonna make her pay. Blue Thunder Bomb, no, Young! Able to land on her own 2 feet. Off the ropes, though, she gets sent, dropped down by Jackie. Big drop kick. KO bombshell. Looks to get to her feet, but Jackie Storm waiting for her. Meteora. I'm gonna say, how do you do to Amira Iden? Big right hand to the jaw. And shooting jab for Young here in the corner now. Stop to the gut again and again and again and again. Tries for one more. That's one too many. Amber Young gets herself up out of the corner now. And the merciless assassin looking for the better end. Right in the middle of the ring, right on top of the CMV logo. And she's not done. This is how she won the Women's Rite of Passage Championship Invalidation. That triangle choke, but Dallas Cole ain't gonna let this matchup end. Makes the save, but potentially be for naught here as Young just immediately throws Jackie Storm into the corner where discus forearm smash. Shades of her tag team partner there, Amira Iden style. Double tag, in comes Amira Iden, in comes Dallas Cole. And Troy Colt style super kick. Might not want to admit it, but our undisputed heavyweight champion, he's influential. There's a reason a great many in the CMV locker room mimic his style. Cole with a flapjack out of the top rope. Stunning Amira Iden, running neckbreaker now. But Dallas Cole at last starting to mount a comeback in this matchup. Tags Jackie Storm back in. Storm going to take her time approaching Amira Iden here in the corner. Going to be careful, try to be more cautious late in this tag team matchup, but that might not have been the best idea as Amira Iden now able to counter and a tag to the Women's Rite of Passage champion. Oh, Jackie Storm going to bring it on, but just gets put into the corner. Tag to Amira Iden. Big knee to the gut. Bigger knee to the face. Good night. What? It was over right there. You got to know it. But look at Dallas Cole making the save and now trying to do all she can to avoid the wrath of Amira Aiden. Able to catch her at ringside, though. Nice short arm Pele kick to the side of Aiden's head. All the while, Jackie Storm over there on spaghetti legs wakes herself back up. Oh, and this is the last place Amira Aiden wants to be here, at ringside. Caught by both members of the Mosh Pit Maniacs. Referee's up to a count of 6, meanwhile. What is Dallas Cole doing? He's just vibing. Tries to get Amira Aiden back into the ring. There's Jackie Storm. There's another knee from the Turkish-born mixed martial artist, but counter there. Jackie Storm going all the way down onto the hard floor. Almost lucky she didn't smack her head right off the side of the steel steps there as the tag gets made to Amber Young. Count of 14. Jackie Storm gets back into the ring. Just going to throw herself at Amber Young. God damn it, those cheap shots. You can't hate on them, though. Into the corner, Jackie Storm. Needing a tag right now, man, like a fish needs water. That's the key late into a tag team matchup as highly competitive as this. The frequent tags, trying to keep yourself and your partner as fresh as you possibly can because you don't know how much longer the matchup might go on. Takes a step back. Around the world, Gianna Di Natale style. Where all my Gianna heads at as Jackie Storm now. Falcon Arrow into the pin. She's got this one, but Amira Aiden says not so fast. Saving Amber Young there. Now the KO bombshell. Putting those lethal kicks of hers to use and makes the tag to Aiden. That might have been the Mosh Pit Maniac's best chance. As Aiden now comes in rabid. Thinking about going into the corner there. Instead, buys for, where did Dallas Cole go? Does Cole think they won the matchup? I'm not too sure where she went, but well, Jackie Storm left on her own right now. As Amira Aiden with some punches to the midsection. Looking to wrench that arm. Big forearm from Storm. Now going to spin. Amira Aiden around, but caught with another knee to the jaw. Oh my God! Asleep. Counting sheep. 1, 2. 2.999. Where was Dallas Cole? Oh, there she is. She's back. Maybe she just made a trip over to the W hydration station. Tried to give herself a little bit of a boost. Lucky that Jackie Storm was able to endure there. Kick out on her own. Amber Young gonna wash that face. Big boot. Cave your skull in. As the women's rite of passage champion, Irish Whip, and no, Jackie Storm still somehow has life left as she makes the very wise decision, I think, to tag in Dallas Cole, who's off that W energy now. Well, both women throwing out kicks there, neither connecting. German suplex, though, from Dallas Cole. Lifts Young to her feet. Gonna try to drag her over to the ropes here. What is Dallas Cole trying to set up for? It's nothing good. Obviously up the... Whoa! There's that cutter! That incredible cutter, but instead of going for the pin, it tags in Jackie Storm. What is the strategy here? Could have had the match won. Well, I guess... Blue Thunder Bomb! She hit it this time. But again, doesn't go for the pin, as instead Storm looking for another Falcon Arrow. And into the pin, but once again, Amira Aiden is going to be right there to break it up. Should have gone for the pin off the Blue Thunder Bomb. Look at Jackie Storm's pissed now. Drop kick gonna send Amira Iden down to the outside. Storm now tags in Dallas Cole. The Absolute were dominating early on in this matchup. The Mosh Pit Maniacs finally, though, getting back into the fight. Look at both members of the Absolute down on the outside right now. And Dallas Cole. Oh, boy. Shield your eyes. Shield your eyes, Bateman. Don't watch. This ain't PG. Some rather seductive headbutts there from Dallas Cole. Amber Young, obviously not a fan of him. Shoves Cole back. Referee already up to kind of 9? Oh no, 6. Cole taking a second before getting back into the ring herself. Lining up Amber Young here. Young has got to be hurting something good. Sarasi driver! 1, 2, 3, and the Mosh Pit Maniacs finally get themselves a definitive victory. And Dallas Cole just pinned the Women's Rite of Passage champion. Let's not gloss over that. What a victory for these two. What a match. What the? Kill Cole now! Where the hell did she just come from? I was still recapping the last match, man! Fireball, what? Peligro, what the? Peligro just threw a fireball into Val's face! Now she takes him up to the top rope, oh my god! Val! The power of the Puppet Master just yeeted Peligro off the top rope right there. And the Fatal Feline gotta be in a whirlwind right now. What the hell just happened? Poison Rana! Tailcone Val! There you go, though, putting those lucha things to good use. Big old drop kick and a launch Val into the corner. Almost knocked the back of her head right off the bottom turnbuckle there. Val with a fucking muscle buster! What? Val! Bringing out the ultra rare muscle buster. Peligro putting his kitty claws and sharp fangs to use here, pouncing on Tailcoat Val, nipping and biting. Oh my god! And it looks like those fangs have drawn blood. Val is starting to bleed all over the canvas. Those kitty claws, man, they are as dangerous as they are. Well and truly, man, like nothing we have ever seen before from Tailcoat Val in this matchup. And again, I think that's evident of everything that's going on, the way that she's being challenged like never before. She knows she has to mix it up. She needs to come up with something new, unexpected, not just in the ring. He hasn't really chosen a side in this war. His war is against Tailcoat Val. And Peligro throws Val through the flaming table! Holy shit! Indeed, what an incredible matchup that was, but obviously it was post-match. And what happened that had everybody talking, Peligro putting Tailcoat Val through a flaming table. And as I talked about even throughout that matchup at Validation. We have never before seen Tailcoat Val put on the back foot in the fashion that we've seen over these last couple of months since this war for CMV's future really picked up. And, well, after that, reports that evidently Tailcoat Val vanished from the backstage area, from the stadium after Validation, has not been seen since. And my question is, Tailcoat Val's arsenal, her puppets, what are they going to do without their master? If Val is truly MIA, I'm honestly worried about just how even more dangerous the arsenal might be without the guidance of Tailcoat Val. But coming up next, guys, as you can see, the Gucci Kid, Chris Carter, arrives here on Shockwave, and a great opportunity for this young man in his debut, taking on a former Intercontinental Champion in Tobias Jones, guys. And I think most people, most of the CMV Universe agree that the greatest matchup across the entirety of Validation, it's 2 days, that 2 out of 3 falls matchup for the Intercontinental Championship. Pink Star and Tobias Jones, man, their third outing against one another blew, well, if the stadium had a roof, they would have blown it off. What a match. I mean, it's going to be a match of the year contender. Perhaps one of the greatest matches in CMV history, but of course, in the end, Pink Star reclaimed the Intercontinental Championship, and he'll kick off his reign a little bit later on, going one-on-one with AJ Jenkins, but Tobias Jones is hoping to get back on track, although I'm sure he's still feeling the effects of that 2 out of 3 falls match. Looking for a win here to turn things around. Heading towards a blood sport, guys, and as it pertains to the Intercontinental Championship, actually, I was told earlier tonight by Pat LaFave that next week here on Shockwave, we're going to have ourselves a gauntlet match to crown the next #1 contender for Pink Star's Intercontinental Championship. The winner of that will challenge Pink Star in a few weeks' time at Bloodsport. And so, if you're Tobias Jones, you're certainly going to partake in that gauntlet match. Tobias Jones even said himself earlier tonight, look, I'm looking for a 4th, a 5th, a 6th, a 7th match against Pink Star. I can fight that man every single week. Telling Pink Star, hey, until next we meet, do great things with that Intercontinental Championship, but I certainly wouldn't mind seeing Jones and Pink Star go at it once again, but if that's to be the case, Tobias Jones is going to have to make it through. Not too sure how many other superstars are going to be in that gauntlet match, but all going to be equally as hungry. Look at Chris Carter with a shooting star press off the top rope, and then a standing shooting star press. Introducing himself to the CM Universe in serious style. Obviously, he's got the Gucci from head to toe. Looks great, and in ring, we are finding out real quick that this kid is nothing to sneeze at. Tobias Jones, I don't even think was ready for this. But he better realize real quick if he's got a chance of leaving here tonight with a victory, because Chris Carter, another pin, following that kick across the chest, but a kick out by the former Intercontinental Champion. As now Carter off the rope, stiff kick right to the back of the head. Tobias Jones, man, he doesn't know what's going on. And Chris Carter is on him like white on rice. But Tobias, look at that, gets himself out of the corner, quickly shooting on Chris Carter, trying to go low, but the newcomer, seeing it coming, sit up, power bomb. And another Enziguri running start. Oh, went too far on that one. Tobias Jones. Forearm smash. Carter gets to his feet. Tobias right there waiting for him. Going to walk him into the corner. Making him smooch the top turnbuckle. Out of the corner he throws him. Beautiful disaster kick. And Chris Carter quickly rolls to the outside, but he's going to learn real quick. It ain't safe out there! Tobias Jones putting some stank on that. Showing off his own style midair. Woo! Blake Virtue right there. Shout out. Still to come here tonight, my friends. AJ Jenkins makes his debut. One-on-one against the new Intercontinental Champion Pink Star. We've also still got that tag team matchup. Max Cutter and Brody Anderson taking on Marty Michaels and Jay Young, as well as the debut. Whoa, what is... Tobias Jones, the slingshot sit-out facebuster. Now a combo of kicks, but Carter with that hip toss puts him down. I was about to say, the debut of Su Zhang, one-on-one with Ileana Summers. Of course, Omari Rivers challenges. Upside down! Tobias Jones nails the upside down into the pin here to knock off Chris Carter. What a kick out by the Gucci Kid. As now we get repeated kicks to the face. Jones is staying on task here. We're pacing back and forth. He's looking a little bit frustrated. Oh, but to the top. Corkscrew moonsault. Thought he might be going for that corkscrew shooting star press. Look at Chris Carter. Now to the top. The Gucci Kid! Throw down! Into the pin. 1, 2! But Tobias Jones grits his teeth and survives. But now in the corner trying to pick himself up. Chris Carter full steam ahead. Shoulder thrust, backflips into another one. Keeping the pressure on the midsection of Tobias Jones. After that lowdown is Chris Carter here. Kick to the lower back. Tobias Jones getting his legs spread. Chris Carter saying, what up right there? Springboard moonsault, but Tobias, with reflexes, man. Cat-like gets out of the way. Taking a step back, a bit of a more calculated knee drop there. Carter right back into the ring. He ain't running. He's not backing down here in this CMV debut. Hurricane Rana by Tobias Jones. Try for another knee drop. Pinpoint accuracy. And off the ropes. There's that Blake Virtue one. Woo! You'd love to see it right off the ropes into a moonsault, but no. Got overzealous in Tobias Jones with his offense there. Carter gets out of the way, smashes the knee. Then he's going to make sure Tobias Jones does no more high flying in this matchup. Springboard moonsault across the back by Chris Carter, now into the pin. 1, 2. What a kick out by Jones. Oh, look at Carter's eyes wide. And Tobias Jones quickly to the outside, but Chris Carter chasing after him. Pops to the outside. Tobias Jones with a knee to the back of the head and smashing Carter face first into the floor, and another knee drop. Jeez, man, it's too much of a Blake Virtue influence here. Stomp to the bicep. Tobias Jones. Last thing he wants to do after losing his Intercontinental Championship is play the role of a stepping stone here for the debuting Chris Carter, who's now been busted open. Welcome to CMV, Gucci Kid. Tobias gonna shoot the half. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. But a kick out. Carter's hurt now, getting to his feet a lot slower. Tobias into an outside moonsault. Right off! Carter doesn't know what hit him, and Tobias Jones. Pele kick to the bicep. Carter gonna turn around. Kick to the gut though, quick thinking by the rookie. Hoists up Jones, walks him into the corner, giving the old snake eyes. Carter, that hit to the head maybe did more damage than we thought. Uh-oh, Chris Carter. Might be forgetting where he is right now. Blue Thunder Bomb! 1, 2. Chris Carter very nearly costing himself this matchup. Kicks out of the Blue Thunder Bomb, though. He is far from out of danger. Looking for the upside down again, but Carter with another kick to the gut. Crossroads! 1, 2. Chris Carter. You can tell that was a desperate attempt right there, and it does not pay off for the newcomer. Look at Tobias. I could do this all night long, kid. Don't play with me, forearm smash. Look at what a super kick! Blasted us down to the top rope goes the Gucci Kid! Oh, no! Tobias Jones avoids another lowdown. Quickly brings Carter to his feet. Head scissors puts him down. Tobias Jones. What is he thinking here? Thinking a bit too long. Wait a minute. Looking to humble Chris Carter here in his debut. The Windsor knot and a kick up the bum. Adding insult to injury there. Now to the top goes Tobias for the canoe. And what a kick to the side of the head. Avoids the corkscrew moonsault. Chris Carter with everything he's got left. Focusing in on that midsection again with these shoulder thrusts in the corner. Repeated stomps. Chris Carter? Look at it go! Coast to coast! Unbelievable! And now to the top! The lowdown! 1, 2, 3! Chris Carter arrives here on Shockwave with a phenomenal win, and look at this respect shown to the former Intercontinental Champion. You love to see it. A great showing of respect by both men after a phenomenal matchup. Well, from one banger, my friends, to potentially another right here, as coming up next, another debut. Ooh, look at this, an intense showdown in the middle of the ring. And, well, AJ Jenkins gonna follow up on the display of respect we saw in that last match between Chris Carter and Tobias Jones, but Pink Star has none of it. The new Intercontinental Champion shutting down a handshake offer there by AJ Jenkins. Pink Star went through hell at Validation Man. Oh, obviously not connecting properly with that Asai moonsault attempt. Able to graze AJ Jenkins, though. Now, Pink Star put a lot on the line at Validation to get that shot. What he knew could very well be his last shot at the Intercontinental Championship. And, well, as we all well know, Both he and Tobias Jones left it all in that ring of validation. And Pink Star is once again the Intercontinental Champion. He might respect Tobias Jones after their fierce battles. But that doesn't mean he has respect for anyone else, as he just made very clear, denying the handshake attempt by Jenkins at the start of this matchup. And Jenkins now thrown down onto the floor as Pink Star, unlike we just saw with Tobias Jones in the last matchup, humble in defeat and welcoming the new talent here to the Shockwave roster. Pink Star is not in the same boat. Making damn sure AJ Jenkins knows what he thinks about him, but Jenkins looking to maybe make him pay. Out of counter 6 here as Jenkins drags him back towards the ring, and just before the count of 7 there, Jenkins, the one-eyed king. But don't let the fact that he's only got one good eye fool you. This is a very dangerous man. Gut check time! And right off the ropes goes Jenkins to deliver a big boot right upside the head of the Intercontinental Champion. Look, there's not a whole lot of other ways you can make a debut bigger than knocking off a current champion. Maybe than, other than winning a championship in your very first matchup, which we've seen done before here in CMV. But AJ Jenkins with a great opportunity to become only the second man ever to defeat Pink Star here in CMV, the one currently being Tobias Jones, who's done it twice. Forearm smash to the back now, an Irish whip, but no, countered. And Pink Star out onto the apron. Jenkins, forearm smash, gonna do it again. That rope-assisted suplex. You see Jenkins pop back into the ring. Pink Star, though, Hurricane Rana awaiting him. Very fast-paced from the word go here in this non-title match. And again, remember, Pat LaFave announcing that next week on Shockwave, episode 109, we will have a gauntlet match to find out who will be Pink Star's challenger in a few weeks at Bloodsport. AJ Jenkins with a win here perhaps gets himself a ticket to be in that gauntlet match. Up on the shoulders. Jenkins, though, unable to contain Pink Star. As off the ropes he goes looking for another moonsault fall-away slam. Stomped to the gut by the one-eyed king, who goes in the pin right in the middle of the ring. One. Oh. Only a 1 count. Look at Jenkins. Fired up now. If he wasn't before, Pink Star rejecting his handshake offer. Had to have pissed him off, which is exactly what Pink Star wanted, I'm sure, to get him upset, try and get under his skin, knock him off his game, but it might have backfired here. See AJ Jenkins now focusing on the legs of Pink Star, trying to take out his base. Stop him from zipping and zooming. Coming off them ropes. Punch to the gut, though, by the Intercontinental Champion, who looks for that super kick. Whoa, what a reversal. A snap elbow drop. Jenkins got that quickness as he delivers a forearm right to the back of the head. And that could be good night, Pink Star. 1. Or just a 1 count. But not finished is the one-eyed king. A super kick of his own, and straight to the top now with a double boot stop. What the hell? Pink Star catches him. Pump handle. Sit out face buster. But AJ Jenkins slipping into the deep end, manages though to keep his head above the water, but now caught. Pink Star's got him, middle of the ring, that modified crossface. Jenkins does not tap though. Knee to the back of the head and a punch right between the eyes. One kick to the chest, not going to do him very much good, but Pink Star with the overhand punches. Irish whip into the corner. Ooh, nicely done by Jenkins, who now moonsault off the top. Pink Star with a knee to the jaw. And into the corner. Clips Jenkins right across the jaw with that super kick. 1, 2. But the one-eyed king still not out of this one yet. Pink Star, however, No hesitation, straight back on the attack. Moonsault off the ropes, another pin attempt, and another kick out by AJ Jenkins. What did I say, man? 2 bangers back to back, but Pink Stars had enough of AJ Jenkins. Ashley Rain style, the rolling unprettier. 1, 2. Well, these bloodthirsty fans are on their feet chanting one more time, but AJ Jenkins not looking to let that happen as he avoids the springboard moonsault attempts. Kick to the side of the head. No matter what AJ Jenkins tries in this matchup, every time it makes a big counter, tries to follow it up. Pink Star is right there to shut it down. Like you just saw there. Now some murderous stomps to the chest. AJ Jenkins trying to get himself a breather, but there's no such thing when you're up against Pink Star. Big dive to the outside. He was not able to hit that on Tobias Jones despite multiple attempts at validation. Successful here tonight though against AJ Jenkins, but BAM! Face knee apron as Jenkins now throws him back into the ring. Jenkins is moving a lot slower though than at the start of this matchup, and that's going to cost him against someone as unbelievably agile as Pink Star. Off the ropes though, Pele kick. And of course we don't. The matchup between Tobias. Wait. Looking for that double boot stomp again this time. AJ Jenkins finds his mark. 1, 2. But the One-Eyed King is unable to secure the win. Top rope moonsault this time. Pulled off to perfection again. Another pin attempt by Jenkins and another kick out by the Intercontinental Champion, who now rolls to the outside, looking for just a momentary breather. But AJ Jenkins, I don't think, is looking to give it to him. Oh, gonna run him down. Nasty knee across the chest. And now it's AJ Jenkins. We see maybe getting frustrated as he resorts to some stomps to the chest. Sends the champion off to the side, down onto the floor. Sent on across the gut. Jenkins has got to want to try to pin or submit Pink Star here, though. I mean, a count out win is a win. And Jenkins might just be looking for a count out victory. Delivers that knee, and now Jenkins taking his time. Where is he going? All the way around the ring. He's going to mock Pink Star from the other side of the ring. Gets back in now. Pink Star too. They meet in the middle of the ring. Drop kick by the champ. And another. Ducks the clothesline attempt off the ropes. Big cross body. Pink Star stalking AJ Jenkins. The Liger Bomb! Thanks for coming, Jenkins. 1, 2, 3. Pink Star victorious here tonight on Shockwave, kicking off his reign. Oh, come on now. This isn't necessary. Jenkins gave a hell of a fight here in his debut, and Pink Star's getting in his face. Look at this disrespect. And Jenkins gonna offer another handshake. I don't like this, man. This is unbelievable. AJ Jenkins delivered a phenomenal fight here in his debut. He deserved some respect, but Pink Star instead spits in his face. and gentlemen, we are here live on Shockwave episode 108, and up next, we are supposed to be seeing tag team action. Max Cutter and Brody Anderson against the team of Marty Michaels and Jay Young, but we've just been taken backstage where evidently Max Cutter and Brody Anderson have tracked down Michaels and Young before the matchup and are beating the hell out of them. I mean, this is straight out of the textbook of Max Cutter. We saw what he did to the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews a few weeks back, dropping him on his head down onto the concrete floor, taking him out of action for, well, the last couple of weeks and who knows how much longer. And Cutter, who last week on Shockwave we saw defeated by Jay Young, one-on-one with one of those men's rite of passage gold medallions on the line. It was after the matchup that Cutter, oh my God, Marty Michaels, with perhaps some payback for Chris Andrews, gave Max Cutter a potential cracked skull with that axe driver on the floor. And now a hostile makeover to the Violent One, Marty Michaels. We might have to give him that moniker from now on. Wait a minute. The Pretty Prince here, beating some ass. Where the hell did Brody Anderson and Jay Young go? What is happening here? It looks like our cameras are struggling to keep up. Oh my God, how is Max Cutter getting to his feet? Here comes Jay Young out of nowhere. Max Cutter looks to break Jay Young's neck last week here on Shockwave, and were it not for Marty Michaels making the save, he very well may have done so. Well, he might have just broke Jay Young's neck right there with that pile driver down onto the concrete floor. Brody Anderson now back in the mix. This guy, of course, we saw make his debut a couple weeks ago. Impressive fashion against Bjorn Frost. And he and Max Cutter evidently, he and Max Cutter go back. They have history. Anderson more than happy, it seems, to help Max Cutter dish out some ass kickings here tonight on Shockwave. I think it's safe to say we are not going to be seeing this tag team matchup here tonight. Max Cutter starting to get the reputation here in CMV of a career ender. Ended the career of DRH, ended the career, helped in ending the career of DRH, I should say, ended the career of Ace Reeves as we know it, potentially ended the career of the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews a couple of weeks ago. And just like his shirt says, no fucks given. The Violent One thrives on brutalizing others. God, smashing Young's face into the concrete floor. Young is now bleeding, unsurprisingly. God damn, man. Jay Young might be the next one put on the shelf. The next name added to the list. Max Cutter, though, what is this? Jay Young, holy shit, power bomb! And that could be a broken back. Oh, here comes Brody Anderson, though. And a little bit of a stare down over the incapacitated body of Max Cutter. Marty Michaels getting back to his feet, but barely. And as is typical CMV fashion, security nowhere to be found. But I think at this point, security avoid Max Cutter as if he's the Black Plague itself. Max Cutter smashing Marty's face off the concrete floor as Brody Anderson drags Jay Young off the who knows where. Guys, we have a show to run here tonight. Well, as I was just saying, my friends, the show must go on. We still have some great action to look forward to here on Shockwave episode 108, but, well, hopefully we get an update on the condition of Marty Michaels after what we just saw there, and I don't know where the hell Brody Anderson dragged Jay Young off to, but I can tell you it's definitely not going to be anywhere good. Max Cutter strikes yet again, exhibiting just how violent he can be, especially when someone interferes with his plans like Marty Michaels did last week. Paid the price for it. Now we get into our tertiary main event, guys, and the debut of Su Zhang as she takes on Ileana Summers here, guys. It's been a night of debuts. In the women's division, we saw earlier, of course, Aki make her debut one-on-one with Ashley McKay, but was the victim of a pre-match attack by Tori Doyle of the Undisputed Elite, which led to, Aki, despite giving it her all, man, and pushing through the pain, trying, was brutalized by McKay. And we still haven't gotten an exact update on the condition of Aki, but hopefully we will by the end of the night. But the Undisputed Elite, as we talked about before, making good on their promises over the last couple of days to make every single new signee in this women's division regret putting pen to paper. Aki, if she's regained consciousness yet, might in fact be regretting coming here to CMV after what happened to her earlier tonight. And I'll tell you this much, if I'm Su Zhang, where I heard, man, I'd be looking over my shoulder. But at the same time, you gotta be fully focused when you're sharing the ring with someone as talented as Ileana Summers, who of course was a part of the six-pack challenge at Validation to crown the inaugural Women's Rite of Passage champion. Of course, that matchup won by Amber Young, but now post-Validation and en route to Bloodsport in just a few weeks, live from Chicago, Illinois. Summers wanting to get back on track, but Su Zhang comes out baring her fangs. God damn, trying to draw some blood straight out the gate. Cannibalistic tendencies we're seeing from Su Zhang already as she tries to tear off some flesh, but Ileana Summers, of course, a Russian-born competitor. Su Zhang from Korea, South Korea. Suicide! Goddamn, but Su Zhang didn't see that coming. Ileana Summers so fast. Obviously trained under Jay Young alongside Ben Stacy. Su Zhang now going to throw Summers off to the side, get back into the ring. Not even going to almost risk this matchup ending by count out. Well, Su Zhang is already faring better than Aki did. I don't want to say she can breathe a sigh of relief or anything, but no sign of the Undisputed Elite yet. As Ileana Summers gets sent down to the outside now. Su Zhang gonna keep after her though, not give her a chance to recover. Sends her back into the ring. Now gonna swoop around. No rush. Su Zhang very calm, but very calculated. As she comes off the ropes with a springboard splash and hooks the leg of Summers for a win here in her debut. But a kick out. Coming up next, guys, our co-main event here on Shockwave episode 108, the Rite of Passage Championship Men's Rite of Passage Championship on the line as the hardest working man in CMV. Amar Ray Rivers will challenge Jalen McClain of the Jackals. And of course, in our main event, it's the Undisputable Heavyweight Championship that will be on the line as Troy Colt looks for his history-making 7th successful defense of the Undisputed Championship against the man whose record he's looking to break, Justin Sane. Rock kick to the side of the head there by Ileana Summers, who now, and it's for Su Zhang to get to her feet, tries for a clothesline. Whoa, spinning back fist, I think, Liger Bomb from Summers. What a back and forth that was right there, but a kick out by the new arrival here. Summers is going into the corner, and we have seen this before from her. The blind side running forearm right to the back of the head. 1, 2. God damn, Sujong digging down deep to kick out of that one. I mean, you might as well, at that speed, it's like throwing a brick at the back of your opponent's head. Sujong, though, manages to recover fast enough to avoid that elbow from up the top rope, as now she gouges at the eyes of Sujong. Does Sujong and Greco-Roman throat hold? I don't know if the referee's going to see it that way, though. Ileana Summers getting Sujong's hand out of her mouth. Now, Summers delivering some hefty hits, but Sujong standing her ground and firing back. A bit of tit for tat here between these two in our tertiary main event. They're going shot for shot. They're going bar for bar here. Sujong, big right hook, but Summers with one of her own. Oh! What a roundhouse kick, and Summers immediately with the fireman carry leg drop. It's over. 1, 2, 3. 2.999, but look at Ileana Summers, man. Not giving Sujong here even a moment to go. What? What a counter! Sujong catching Summers from off the top, turning it into a sit-out powerbomb on the outside. Unreal. Not only reflexes, but power. That takes some incredible strength to pull off something like that. Summers got to be, what, a buck 75, buck 80. Now it's Sujong who's up on the top. Just rammed her forearm right into the floor. Lucky she didn't just completely shatter her arm right there. Those are the risks you take. And especially when you're making your date. Break your neck foundation! Yet another donation made here tonight. And another deadly roundhouse kick. Sujong is on what? I was about to say she's on another planet right now. Evidently not. She's back on Earth. Throws Ileana Summers off to the side. Sujong hops back into the ring. Count of 5 here by the referee. 6 now as Summers begins to stir back into the squared circle where Sujong's waiting for her. Catches her from behind. Nice wrestling takedown. Look at the helicopter spin. Sujong slap to the back of the head. That's just rubbing salt into the wound as now she takes a bite out of the fingertip of Ileana Summers. I don't know how they do it over in South Korea, but Sujong obviously has a taste for human flesh here. We've seen throughout this matchup, taking multiple bites out of Ileana Summers. Now to the rope she goes for a beautiful springboard body splash. Sujong able to mount the comeback. Impressive after she suffered that break in neck foundation. Whoa, big rear naked, middle of the ring. Summers is caught. Wow. Breaks free does Ileana Summers. I thought it was over right there. I would have handed you my last pair of shorts and told you this one was done. Ileana Summers now with a springboard. Cross body as Sujong tries to pick herself up, recover here on the apron. Ileana Summers going to run her down. Shoulder thrust knocks her down to the outside. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Welcome to CMV. Ileana Summers now going to talk some smack. Sujong not going to have that. Back into the ring. Countered out. Swift though off the rope she comes. Takes her down. Some serious whiplash with that back kick. As Sujong now in the corner. Stalking her prey. Look at... What the hell was that? I thought she was going for a shining wizard. Instead, digging the heel of her boot right into the base of Ileana's skull, but still she kicks out. I think Sujong's looking for that rear naked again. I think she was fixing to try and slap on that rear naked a second time, and I don't know if Summers will be able to escape it again. Summers is getting out of here. That's the instinct driving her. Look at Sujong, though. She is fired up. Whoa! Over the top, she sends herself barreling down onto Ileana Summers. As now she again goes after the eyes of Summers, trying to blind her. Standing sea fires, we see the back of Summers' head smack off the floor. Su Zhong's back in the ring. What? Su Zhong trying to nail Ileana Summers with that little sausage slide, but Summers rolling out of the way. Su Zhong back to her feet. Oh my God! Ileana Summers can't catch a break here, man. Slingshot crossbody to the outside. Now Su Zhong, DDT on the floor. And Su Zhong, man, she's bloodthirsty here. She's all over Summers like a monkey on a cupcake. She's got to get her back into the ring, and this one's over. But I guess Su Zhong doesn't want this one to be over just yet. Look, she's got the match won right now after that DDT, but Su Zhong's like, I'm not finished with you. I'm not done with you yet. And that might be a mistake. Gets back into the ring. Su Zhong, neck breaker. Summers, she can't have very much left, man, if anything at all. Big kick across the chest. Up to the top rope goes Su Zhong. Double boot stop, but no! Summers gets out of the way, clothesline. And another ducks the clothesline of Su Zhong. Super kick! To the top she goes. Tries for a split-legged moonsault. Su Zhong gets out of the way, now she's got her nose. Slap! Across the face. Crossing the arms. I think it might be Su Zhong who belongs in the straitjacket, but I digress. Straitjacket neck breaker, that's gotta do it. 1, 2, 3, and Su Zhong victorious here in her CMV debut. What a match. What the hell? It's suplex of the Undisputed Elite! Just like they did to Aki earlier tonight! Su Zhong, the victim of the Undisputed Elite's plan to send these newcomers back where they came from. Back out of CMV. What a choke slam there by Suplex. We've had too many bangers for my own good here tonight. My voice, I don't know if I'm going to make it to the main event. I got to be honest with you. Luckily, it's our co-main event coming up next. I might have a chance if I get an emergency supply of W here. Pronto. What I think suffice to say, we'll probably wait a good few days before Octane. Unless, of course, maybe the love of my life, Chris Diamond, might be able to hop back behind the commentary table. We'll see. Otherwise, we still got two huge matches here tonight, my friends. And up first, it's the Men's Rite of Passage Championship on the line. As the hardest working man in CMV, putting down the mop, putting aside the bucket, not filling any coffees. I don't know what he's got in that red Solo cup. He might be off some W himself. But here tonight, he's looking for championship gold. It has been a rough couple of months for Amar Ray Rivers. Ever since he won the King of the Ring tournament, failing to take the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship from Troy Colts. Coming up short in his qualifying matchup for the Men's Rite of Passage Championship ladder match at Validation. But that could all change. The many misfortunes of Amare Rivers. With just one victory right here tonight. And the chance to become Rite of Passage champion. And as we talked about earlier tonight with Tailcolt Val guys MIA following her matchup with Peligro at Validation, the puppets are left to govern themselves. And I don't know if that's better or worse. I have to imagine worse. Without the supervision of Tailcolt Val, the puppet master, her arsenal runs wild. Amare Rivers, though, maybe that turns out to be a good thing for him. It's got to be daunting knowing that Tailcolt Val is always watching over your shoulder, always observing. That's not the case. Perhaps Rivers able to freely breathe here tonight, focus, and dig himself out of the rut that he's been in. And that's what it is for, that Rite of Passage Championship wrapped around the waist of Jalen McClain, of course, at Validation in the greatest ladder match in CMV history. Jalen McClain making off like a thief in the night to become the Men's Rite of Passage champion. And the Jackals never far from one another. Of course, Oliver Croft and Junichi Gushikin here going to be in the corner of the defending Jalen McClain. Before, of course, my friends, we get to our main event of the evening. And the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship on the line. As Troy Colt looks for his historic 7th successful defense against Justin Sane. Amare Rivers dubbed himself the hardest working man in CMV. It's hard to argue. I don't know exactly how many jobs Amare Rivers has outside of CMV. We've seen him as a janitor. We've seen him as a barista. We've seen him mopping up floors. We've seen him tending bar. But he puts that all aside here tonight as he looks to become the Rite of Passage champion. Of course, guys, in possession of that championship, you can cash it in for a shot at World Championship Gold whenever you want. This could be huge for the arsenal of Tailcolt Val, even with Val currently MIA. So here we go, Rivers, McClain for the Men's Rite of Passage Championship in our co-main event. And my friends, this episode of Shockwave brought to you by our longtime sponsor, HelloFresh. You can use our custom coupon code at checkout to get yourself 10 free meals and free breakfast for life. Exclamation point HelloFresh in the chat will give you that cheeky link if you decide to do so. Big bless supporting CMV in whatever way you can. As Amare Rivers, he might have a job at HelloFresh for all we know. Working in the call center, I don't know, maybe he's one of the chefs that prepares the ingredients. I would not be surprised. As we get some punches to the gut right here by Jalen McClain. Pulled back, nice knee to the gut right there. Look, McClain did what any smart man would do at Validation. He took advantage of an opening after Adam Valentine did pretty much all the work, loosening the championship as it hung high above the ring. While everyone else was distracted with each other, McClain got up that ladder, unhooked that championship man, and like I said before, made off like a thief in the night. I don't know what would be worse. The arsenal of Tailcolt Val with the Rite of Passage Championship, or the Jackals maintaining their possession of that Rite of Passage Championship. The Jackals have been just... Oh, look at it. What is happening? Ref! What the hell? Oliver Croft just blatantly stomped on Amare Rivers. What? Gushigan telling Croft, what the hell are you doing? You're going to get our man disqualified. The ref's throwing him out of here. Oliver Croft has been ejected by the referee after stomping on Amare Rivers. Junichi Gushkin telling him, what do you think you're doing? Well, Rivers able to recover, get McLean back into the ring. Amare Rivers just hit the referee. They are really trying to get her to throw this matchup out the best they can. Junichi Gushkin, he's still at ringside though, and he just uncovered that top turnbuckle there. Upper right-hand side. Trying to give Jalen McLean an opening to utilize it against the hardest working man in CMV. Blows eye by McLean, big back elbow. Irish whip now, but nope, countered. Into the corner, McLean is sent, able to get out of the way. Kick right upside the head, gonna back Rivers up as McLean now takes to the air with attempted springboard moonsault. Should say drop kick. As the referee fixes that top turnbuckle now, trying to put the pad back on. McLean going up to the top. Looking to retain this men's rite of passage championship with a gorgeous corkscrew moonsault. Just as Gushkin throws a steel chair into the ring. Amare Rivers able to kick out. Oh no, McLean is not finished. Trying for maybe, I don't know what he was going for there, but whatever he was attempting, Rivers shuts it down. And now the hardest working man in all of CMV, the king of the ring, with a standing 450 splash. Vintage! 1, 2! What a millisecond away from having ourselves a new men's rite of passage champion. And maybe finally Rivers can quit at least a couple of his extra jobs. Rivers going into the corner here, trying to bask in his own glory in front of this sold-out arena here for Shockwave episode 108. Misses that sliding forearm smash attempt in the corner. Gets sent off the ropes, dropped down by McLean. And a nice arm drag by the defending champion here, who looks to stay on top of Amare Rivers. Out there on the apron. Gets up a high knee, though, does Rivers back into the ring. Jalen McLean is just so fast. Amare Rivers is quite an agile competitor himself, but McLean, considering the type of talent we have here on Shockwave, it says something when I tell you that he might just be the fastest superstar on the Shockwave roster. Ooh, big knee from Rivers right there. Gushkin does not like what he's seeing right now. A look of worry in the eyes of the Jackal's leader, and understandably so. Standing corkscrew sent on into the pin again. But a kick out at 2. Oh, look at the hips, they don't lie. Look at that Egyptian cotton turtleneck. You know what would look great around that waist? The men's rite of passage championship, but it's not to be. Suplex cutter. And Jalen McLean gonna make damn sure this one is done and dusted. Front flip into a DDT. Say your prayers. 1, 2, 3, and still the men's rite of passage champion, Jalen McLean. Maybe he didn't earn it at Validation, but he most certainly earned it here tonight. About to fucking throw that thing up into the cheap seats. Good Lord. Jalen McLean with a great matchup here tonight, retaining the men's rite of passage championship. Are you ready, my friends? It is time for our main event of the evening here on Shockwave episode 108. It's been an incredible night. A lot of debuts. We've seen some absolute bangers, but it comes down to this, a potentially history-making main event, which hopefully my voice won't give out before we actually get to the match itself. Troy Colt, man, he did what seemed impossible to a lot of people at Validation. Day 2, the main event, retaining the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship against Cam Harris and Blake Virtue, that dream match we all waited over 2 years for. He made it out of there alive against the odds, tying Justin Sane's record for the most successful defenses of the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, a record that Justin Sane set years ago, like I think 8 years ago, maybe even closer to 9 years ago. I think it was 8. But obviously, the point being, a record that has stood for the vast majority of CMV's existence, and Troy Colt tied it at Validation. Now he has the opportunity to break it against the very man himself. Troy Colt is out here tonight looking for number 7. But in order to do so, he's going to have to defeat who many consider the absolute greatest of all time, point blank period, to step foot in a CMV ring. Currently one half of the World Tag Team Champions, the unpredictable one, Justin Sane. And let's remember, guys, that since Justin Sane's return near the start of this season, he has only been defeated once. Only pinned one time, and that was in his return match, which was that Higher Authority Invitational, that 30-man gauntlet eliminator matchup. Since then, it's been, 7-8 months? Nobody has been able to pin, nobody has been able to submit the future Hall of Famer. That is the test that Troy Colt must overcome here tonight in order to make history. Mr. No Days Off. He did what many consider to be not possible with Validation. Now he looks to do it again. Proves all the naysayers, all the haters wrong, and make sure that he will be etched into the annals of CMV history forever. Look, it took 7-8 years for someone to tie Justin Sane's record. So Troy Colt, he breaks the record tonight. Who knows how long it'll be until someone's able to tie his record. Another 7-8 years, 10 years, who knows? Maybe not ever. So Troy Colt, like I was talking about earlier, I saw him before the show went on the air tonight, pacing back and forth in the hallways backstage. Couldn't keep still. I saw Harris go up to him. I saw Virtue go up to him, try to give him that pep talk, try to calm him down a little bit, but Colt wasn't having it. Following Validation, this man, who many consider to be maybe currently the absolute best here in CMV. He's on those pins and needles, and for good reason. Because that is what it's all about. The Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. The record. 6 successful championship defenses set by Justin Sane. Will it be broken here tonight? As the man himself, the unpredictable one, stands across the ring from Mr. No Days Off, the man who's beaten some of the absolute best of the best since becoming champion at Ascendance 12. This is what it's about, man. This is why we're all here. This is why these two are here. This is why this arena is sold out right now. Look at all these fans on their feet. CMV's crown jewel. Justin Sane, who doesn't even need to look down at the championship. He knows full well what it means to be atop the mountain, no matter how long it has been. unpinned, unsubmitted for over 7 months. The unpredictable one, just insane. Mr. No Days Off, Troy Colt. As Sane tries to run Colt down as soon as the bell rings, but Colt is able to catch Sane with a drop kick. There's that vintage Colt tilt-a-whirl single knee backbreakers. Now he drops down into the pin, but quickly a kick out at 1. Colt's got to not be thinking it's going to be that easy. Kick across the chest now. Kick, though, to the midsection. As Sane with a freeze and shatter that backbreaker into a reverse STO combination. DDT! Now we're going to set Colt up as Sane goes into the corner, and the unpredictable one with a shotgun blast right to the back of Colt's head. It's going to be over right now. 1, 2, 2.999. A little over a minute into this match. And very nearly, Colt was dead. Straight out the gate, but able to survive by the skin of his teeth, as now somehow tries to hold a half tarantula. Wrenching on the arms here of Just Insane as he delivers a big boot. Now, guys, let's keep in mind that I know Troy Colt. Look, I've called this man's entire CMV career. I know that he would never willingly retain a championship by countout or let it end by disqualification, but you never know what could happen, and that is the case here. Troy Colt does have the champion's advantage. Just Insane has to pin or submit Troy Colt in the ring to leave here tonight as the undisputed world heavyweight champion. Colt's back up on the apron. Referee's trying to keep Sane back, but that might leave an opening for Colt to take advantage, and he does! Springboard European uppercut, and now Colt, wait a minute, 330 slam to retain to make history. 1, 2. Just Insane taking on water, but able to pop back up to the surface just in time. Well, these two are holding nothing back, man. There was no feeling out process. This is the first time ever we are seeing these two meet one-on-one. And they are throwing everything at each other. As Colt tries to get Sane up to his feet. Spins around, tries for a dropkick to the back. Look at this Troy Colt so fast, man. Meteor. But that's what he utilized to retain the championship at Validation. Pinned Cam Harris off of Meteora. Sane's going to try to recover on the apron. Troy Colt's up on the top rope waiting for him to get back into the ring. And Colt, using a forearm smash there, but endures it. House off the top. Oh, the good old-fashioned double accent. Sometimes it ain't so bad. Utilizing one of the classics. Kicking it old school. Colt now Irish whip. Puts Sane into the corner. Knife edge chop. And another. Got him up on the top. Troy Colt, we have seen before, utilize that. Oh! Victory roll! Victory roll up the top rope! And now, Phoenix Splash! Phoenix Splash! Vintage! Troy Colt to his feet, but gonna make sure the job is done. It's Just Insane we're talking about. 330, no! 330 slam gets countered. Sane up throws. Big clothesline, man. That could take your goddamn head off. Into the pin now. 1, 2, but a kick out by the champion. Out here seeking to make history. Sane now grabbing a hold of Colt's leg and hammering at it with these elbows repeatedly. We take away Troy Colt's knees, and he's not going to be able to hit those super kicks of his. Uh-oh, Just Insane, I think, was trying to go for that kudo driver. But Troy Colt obviously has done his homework, despite this being the first hand of heartache right there. Just the biggest Rafael Hernandez fan. Though, to be fair, who isn't? As Colt now waits for Sane to get to his feet. Big chop, knife edge, and again a chop to the head. Troy Colt lighting that man up like the 4th of July. Gonna drag him over to the corner. Again, gonna put him up on the top rope. Now what is Troy Colt looking for? As he sets Sane up, high rent district. Looking for a superplex! But Sane, that's the veteran man, immediately rolling over the ropes to get himself up. Big clothesline knocks Sane down to the outside. Colt now with a springboard splash. Sane gets out of the way. Kick to the top of the head though. Colt's back to his feet. Flying forearm smash evaded by Sane. Unreal, man. Reversal Fest 1999 out here. They're tossing each other around like it ain't no fan, but look at Sane now delivering these repeated headbutts. Oh my God, this is where Sane gets most dangerous, man, where he says fuck it and just goes for the kill. No matter what he's got to do, slamming Colt. Face first off the floor, throwing him back into the ring now. Things are not looking good for the undisputed world heavyweight champion. Someone please come and massage my throat right now. Troy Colt's busy. He usually does it. Forearm smash there by Colt as he brings Sane to his feet. Irish whip now off the ropes. Drop down by Colt. Leapfrog. Sane off the ropes. There's another big drop kick from Mr. No Days Off, who after tonight might be known as a history maker. Move aside, Amber Reed. Now out on the apron. Oh, no Blake Virtue here tonight to throw a kendo stick. Troy Colt! Superplex from the apron! Into the ring! And Colt, he's got it. It's over. 330 slam to finish him off. No, countered. Forearm smash. Colt ducks it. Punch to the back of the head. Rolls him up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Colt has done it. Troy Colt has done it. History is made. Troy Colt, still the undisputed world heavyweight champion, and now a history maker. 7 successful defenses of the undisputed world heavyweight championship. There is no denying. Wait a minute, from the crowd. Shay Hoxton, 21! 21! What the hell? What is Hoxton doing out here? Hoxton told Colt he would be back, not to forget about him. 21 again! Wait a minute! No. Punt kick! Troy Colt is... Wait a minute. Wait a minute! Hang on, I'm receiving word. That can't be right. Ellie Quinn is cashing in her Magnificent 8 contract! What? On Troy Colt! Go to sleep! 1, 2, 3! Ellie Quinn is the new undisputed world heavyweight champion. I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe my ears. How is this even possible? I have no words to describe what we just witnessed. Troy Colt making history retaining the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship against Justin Sane, only to be attacked by Shay Hoxton. And then Ellie Quinn cashes in her Magnificent 8 contract and pins Troy Colt. And we have a new undisputed World Heavyweight Champion here tonight. But it ain't just insane. It ain't a him. It's a her. And her name is Ellie Quinn.